dear one, welcome to the psychic garden. Here I am, finding my own seat while setting things around. Okay, so today we're going to talk with your inner child, and I'm very excited about it. Yeah, it's going to be spontaneous. We're going to flow with what your inner child aspect wants us to know and discover something that might help you in your path right now. Listening to this voice and having some messages, some clarities from them, from who you are as a grown-up child, from what you were as a little kid, from what you experienced and couldn't put into words, but now you can. So this is to open the channel of communication between your adult self, your inner child, and to continue the path of growing and healing and just being present in this world in the best way you can for yourself and others. Yeah, I've talked already, but there's a timestamp for the reading. If you want to follow it, you can. I'll just continue a bit with the introduction. So I want to share that this week I am working with the energy of the Fool. And yeah, so it's an amazing energy, beautiful energy. And today it was the energy was so clear, so in the air, that I just felt I was channeling this inner child energy from someone who's out there, wanting to listen to this message, wanting to awaken and have this, actually it's pretty awakened already, but have this heartfelt conversation with this aspect of themselves. And why am I talking about the Fool? Because of the innocence. So how do we work with the innocence of the not knowing, of the dreaming big and saying, okay, I have all my things sorted out, just let me out and jump to the world, I'm ready, you know? And this is really, really like the energy of a child, right? And today, what the message that came to me very clear, that was channeled by your guides, and I'm sure it was like this, is the Fool walking out with a stick and with a little bag. I don't know how this is called, but the image when one leaves home, right? With a stick and a bag of things wrapped around it. So I might be sharing images of the Fool throughout the video if the editing allows. Let's see. But maybe you can bring to your mind this image right now. And so as a kid, and I'm sure this is a message for you, because as a kid maybe you watched this image like in the cartoons, with a little kid living their home like, I'm ready to live, and just pulled out a handkerchief and filled it out with mostly toys and put it around a stick and just living, right, to explore the world, because there was something at home that became unbearable in some way. And it's very interesting how things that are unbearable for kids are just like for adults, and now as a grown-up you can even maybe think it's no big deal, right? So this is why we're here. There were things that as a kid were unbearable for you, and you're here as an adult to acknowledge those moments and to accompany that kid who didn't find the company at that time, and who now is here to tell you, where are we going? Like, I have my things ready. Can you guide me? Because I will only pack toys. Maybe you bring the complete suitcase so that we can have a wholesome life. So yeah, That's why it's beautiful to put together child and adult in oneself. And then this time we're going to integrate this in you to see if there is some words that need to be spoken between the both of you. So may your guides be present here for this message, and may your inner child awaken to hear us, to listen to us, to speak with us, whatever words I need to convey right now. Thank you. Mystery, yeah. Balance, okay. Yeah, when I was asking for your child to be present, it's still in a place where it wants to keep secrets for themselves. There are things they want to kind of like, they think that no one will understand them, so it's better for them to shut down a bit more, for them to like, let me stay around with myself a bit more, because I know how to take care of myself. Like, your inner child learned how to accompany itself through difficult emotions. So they built this world around them of things that can walk them through, and they shut down, like stopped telling the adults around what they felt. And so they are still kind of, can I trust you? Or am I better in my mystery world? Am I better in my dream world? But because, can you really guide me? And your answer to this mystery kind of energy that your child is saying, maybe I'm here better in the dark, you know? Your answer is, yes, I can bring balance to you. Yes, I have a voice for you now. Yes, I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes, and I'm sorry, okay? Because what we do as adults is try to parent our inner child in the same way that our parents um, brought us up, right? So we become judgmental, we become impatient, we even yell to it, like, can you stop playing around? So we've done this with our inner child many times. So right now, your adult is telling your inner child, you know, I have a better place for you. I've achieved balance within myself. I feel grounded now. I won't blame you about my things now. So yes, if you want to come out, yes, I'm here for you. Yes, you can. Yes, it's okay. You can open up. Okay? Okay, so this is beautiful. I'm going to just check that the recording is on. Yeah, okay. So it's very interesting that your child chose Marseille deck, Tarot de Marseille. For me, it's a very adult-like deck, but they just chose it, and let's see. Let's see. Can you tell us, little kid, about this mysterious place? What do you keep in there? What is it that's keeping you there? Wow. Yeah. I'll take 2 cards for the mystery, and I'll take 2 cards for the balance. Can you tell us, little kid, what's in there? Can you tell us, please? Wow. Wow. This is amazing. So your inner kid actually created a beautiful space, which brought them into the energy of Queen of Cups. And this is why sometimes they feel like they don't really want to connect with the adult world, and in some way even misunderstood, because again, it's the Queen of Cups is very mysterious. It's the unconscious. wonders of the ocean, of the deep ocean, the deep ocean of your mind, of your intuition, you talking with spirit, you summoning beautiful energies for yourself, like you be playing to be this magician, you playing to be just an alchemist with your emotions. So you became an alchemist of your emotions. So your inner child has this mastery. That's my dog, my outer dog. And with a handman, it was very uncomfortable. It was a process of transformation, of changing perspective once and again to find the place in the world, to find the place within you. And sometimes they even feel that you have a different perspective from them, that you won't understand them, that their perspective it's not your own, that you don't acknowledge them every time they talk to you. Why do you do this? It's like they are saying this. Why every time, or not every time, but this is how your child speaks. Like, why every time I try to connect with you, I try to talk with you, you don't understand my perspective. And it's also water here because it's Pisces energy. So your inner child is very emotional, very delicate, very intuitive, very playful also because of the hangman, but also very wise, in an old grandmother with kind of wisdom. And because it learned a lot from the whatever grandmother figure was around you. This is what they absorbed from the environment, and that allowed them to create this mystery kind of place in which they do magic for themselves. And it's like, I'm not sure if I want to share my magic with you. Inner adult, this is what they are saying. So, and oh, this is beautiful because your inner adult just chose the deck that is the one I usually work with, the inner child. What I mean is like the one that my inner child chooses. Yeah, and it's beautiful that, well, 8 of Cups. I'm just a little parenthesis here that your inner child chose the adult cards, your adult chose the child cards, that this is the bridge that you are forming with them. Like, yeah, I can see you. And your inner child is, yeah, I understand you, but why? And there's a little but. And that's why we're here. What's this little but? Okay. And I mean, your adult just told them right now with the 8 of Cups, I'm ready. I'm here. I'm going inside. Can I go inside? Like, please allow me to your little room of things and mystery and wonders. What's there? What's there for me to see? Please teach me. Please allow. It's like this, right? Your inner adult is telling your child, please teach me. Like, being humble in some way. Like, this is how you are turning things around. Being humble and being, okay, yeah, I've got things to learn from you. I admit. I admit that I just repeated what I learned. Sorry. I have things to learn from you. And I'm walking in there with you, with the 8 of Cups. Wow. This is such a beautiful work you're doing. Let's see what your inner adult is also saying to you, child. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. It's amazing. Like, you've got 2 major arcanas both here, saying how important, how like timely this work you're doing, how things aligned for yourself to do a great work and process of integration and transformation right now in your life. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's again, so this time energy, this destiny kind of, it's destined for you to get together with your inner child. It's one of those, sometimes we meet someone in the world and we say, oh, this relationship is destined, and it is, and it's beautiful, and it grows, and or it teaches us a lot of things, and we go through some struggles. But this is an inner type of, wow, it's beautiful, you're here, we're here. Like, can you see that this getting together with your inner child is kind of destined in this way? Like, we are finally meeting, like all the energies are here for us to see each other. Like this is the excitement that your adult is telling your inner child, and for them to say yes. Yes, let's play around. Okay, yes, you're understanding me. Yes, you're getting me. Like this is because they are talking about the mysterious, the spiritual world, the what's beyond our human realm, and all this. And if you get too serious, then you don't understand them. But if you start talking about destiny and joining forces and going within and so on, they get excited. They say yes, right? And this is what you're doing. And what you're also saying right now is, yes, it's okay to be with a mystery. But now, inner child, please listen just to something. Trust in my path of balance. We need to achieve balance, because the reason that I sometimes kind of shut you down, and I'm sorry if I did it and if I do it in a too strong of a way, if I'm too harsh with you, the reason I do it is because sometimes this was unbalanced. We need a balanced way to be in this world, because yeah, you're parenting your inner child. Yeah, you cannot be conducted through this energy always. So this is what you're telling your inner child. It's like, yes, the mystery is beautiful. Yes, the magic is beautiful. Yes, your intuition is way around what I ever imagined, like what I cannot as an adult see. I thank you for what you developed for me. And now let's use it in the world in a balanced way. This is all I want. It's not that I want to shut you down. It's not that I want to be harsh with you. I'm just afraid that if you walk us, if you leap the way, then we're going to lose balance. So allow me to be here for us to have balance, for me to bring balance into our whole complete being, into you, who you are. So I'm going to do a bridge of 3 cards. And this is the bridge between both of you. Can I see the bridge, please? Can I see the bridge, please? Can I see the bridge, please? Can I see the bridge? Wow. I can't imagine. Like, yeah, like when I say I can't imagine, it's so clear, it's so beautiful, it's so delicate, and I just want to take a moment right now to honor it, to take it as it is, right? It's destined, it's important, it's something that makes you grow and transcend your old patterns as a human being, and this is big stuff, okay? I'm here to acknowledge that first of all. The King of Cups. So yes, I mean, I'm wow, just so touched by this reading. When you tell your inner child that you're ready to walk within, that you're ready to discover this Queen of Cups energy, the King of Cups is awakened. You see? And this is what's born from this relationship with you, between you and your inner child. It's the King of Cups. That energy that allows you to also be present in the world for others with a lot of love. The love you can bring to the world. And this is like the best, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's one of the best feelings to be able to bring love to the world in a pure way. Just to release it, to be in that place, because then we feel in harmony. Then we have a channel of giving and receiving that it's opened. So you getting together with this inner child is what's allowing you to be present, to be stable, to be firm in your convictions, in your, and it's precisely this union of balance and Queen of Cups, this union of balance and mystery, balance and spirituality, earth and spirit and sky. And wow, I am very, very touched, very, very inspired. Um, yes, so that's the King of Cups. Your adult is acknowledging with the Five of Cups the losses, the pain, the grief. So make space for it. Write it down, meditate. Just sometimes just simply breathe out the pain, you know. Put your hand to your heart, really, and in whatever position you are, if you're standing, sitting, walking, and anytime you feel your inner child is starting to scream because you haven't heard something, the first thing you do is to acknowledge the pain. Put one hand in your heart, the left hand in your heart chakra, and say, okay, I'm present. I'm sorry if I was distracted. What is it? What is bugging you? What is this pain? And listen. Your inner child is welcoming that energy of healing with the Six of Cups. You know, I cannot say much more as to how beautiful this energy and how clear it is. Your inner child, like this is Six of Cups, is the card of tending to our inner child or to our innocence. It's a healing card of deep connection between the ground and the soul, giving ground to our inner child, but also giving it in a soulful, delicate, beautiful way. So your inner child is accepting. It's accepting your offering, accepting your gifts. And this is precisely the bridge. You offer a place for their pain, for their grief, for their sorrow. You don't dismiss it as childish. You see it, you acknowledge it, you accompany, and your inner child accepts it. And it's thankful for that. And, you know, it automatically jumps into this playful energy. It doesn't stay with the grief. It won't drag you to the grief. It won't stay with the grief. It will feel it, and it will, when you allow for it to be felt, then it will be gone so fast that you will find yourself in a playful energy very quickly, very, very quickly. With the six, I really think that the Six of Cups is a healing journey. It's an inner and delicate process, but it's also a very playful one. It's beautiful. It's like magic also, like the magic in playfulness when we transform things like that are like mundane rocks into animals. You know, this kind of magic. So the Six of Cups is transforming your feelings into magic, into another emotions. It's like this alchemist. It has this alchemist power to transform things into other things that then, in a playful way. The only thing you need to acknowledge to tap into this potential, this that you developed within in yourself, is come from a place of acknowledging the pain. You're not going to, it's not a victim type of thing. It's not a, oh my God, how much, no, because you're not even saying the story. You're just feeling it, acknowledging, sitting with it and saying, yeah, you weren't heard at this time. Yeah, you weren't, and as I said, you're not saying this story, but you know how many times your inner kid felt unseen, unheard, that it wasn't valuable enough. Just tap into the energy that is left there from those experiences and say, yeah, I know, And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I actually even did that to you as an adult. I did the best I could, because you know you did the best you could. You're doing the best you can. Like all the time, we humans are doing the best we can, you know? And still, we're just learning. I'm gonna close with an oracle card for you both. Beautiful souls, beautiful beings. Please. River. Yeah, I think this is here to remind me that I had to acknowledge how much water is here. With the mystery card, it calls for water. The balance, it calls for earth, but right now I feel like you can have like two rocks put on ground, and if it's very harsh, it's very strong, then if you have a little change of energies, then it cracks. So the way you're achieving balance is kind of, if you were like in a floating bed, well, like how do you say, like a water bed you fill with water, right? I don't know how they are called. So it's like you're there, you're achieving balance more in a fluid type of way. Being fluid with your emotions, being fluid, like adding fluidity to your thoughts, to your, when you get too logical, adding fluidity. That's what I mean, okay? So this is why I think the river card is here. First of all, to acknowledge the water that I was seeing all around, but I didn't mention it. So I had to mention it, of course. And, you know, you see this, like, I knew it. Like, yeah, there are messages always also here, but this is an offering. What I do here is an offering for spirit, and it's just a spontaneous kind of offering. If you ever were wondering what's beside me, okay. Parentheses. And yeah, so there's water in Hangman, in all the bridge. It's a water bridge. What's a water bridge? A river. You know, how do you get from one side of the mountain to the other side of the mountain? Because there are rivers that can also flow upstreams. And how do you get from one peak to the next? How do you get from the mountain to the valley, from the mountain to the ocean? Through a river, right? So this is, your bridge is a water bridge. It's a river. Sometimes, if the currents are too strong, you need to build an actual wood bridge. How can your adult self guide your child through strong currents in a grounded way? This is also why the balance card, it's here to remind us, it's earth also. There's earth, and there's also, even though the currents can be very strong, there is a foundation of the river, right? There is the canal. I acknowledge where the canal is, okay? And yeah, it's certainly a path that you are walking right now of flourishing, like this river path that you are in. It's allowing for all your other aspects to flourish around it. Yeah, and this is what your guides want you to know. And the Wheel of Fortune, I think it's not only a destined thing for you to unite with your inner child right now, but also it's something that it's going to bring you in a process of, like, back to the present moment, in which you can feel in the present moment that you can be there without being pulled in all directions. And it's a 10. And when I was working with the Fool energy this week, in number 10, there is 0, right? So every 10, this is how I'm working this week, has the full energy within. So it's the full energy that brings you to completion, to a place of destiny that allows you to find within yourself some things that were meant for you, like the aces, because it's the union of 1 and 0, right? So the aces, what's given, the gifts that life provides you, together with the full energy, allow you in this case to arrive to the place of destiny. And now that you're there in your life, what do you do with it? Stay present, stay aware, stay humble, stay listening to your voices. And this is what you're doing, right? I'm just saying what one does, right? This is the way to embrace our destinies and to shape them into better destinies for our souls in the future. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful, and thank you. Thank you for your path, thank you for your work, thank you for your energy. Please stay around for other readings, share, like, subscribe, and yeah, let's just support each other. And all the best.